Is this the crypto altcoin season we've all been waiting for? In today's video, fellow content creator and crypto miner DJ Minds joins me to discuss the current state of some of our favorite altcoins like Caspa, Alephium, Dogecoin, and Aleo. Let's jump in. All right, we're here with DJ Minds. How's it going, brother?
Good, man. You know, Bitcoin's over 100K. I can never complain.
Yeah, so it's been about 2 weeks since we last recorded one of these. And man, what are your thoughts at this point? Because I mean, the market has really flipped, and I'm actually really surprised.
I'm excited. I believe we hit 105K for like a brief second, definitely 104. And man, I even saw altcoins go crazy for a little bit, and now they're slowly just kind of consolidating, which is fine. But I'm always excited, man.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I think like now we're in a really good place where like we've stabilized over 100K, which is awesome. Altcoins have reacted, which is fantastic. And now we're starting to get more and more news that's positive, that's working towards kind of increasing some price appreciation there. I think a big one more recently was just kind of things settling down with some of the China tariff wars. People are starting to feel a little bit better about it, which I think is fantastic, especially for the economy and where things are going. And we're seeing a lot of the prices react. So for you, what are two crypto projects that you have seen where the price has really flipped, where you've been happy about it?
Definitely Alephium, just personal for me. I mean, it hasn't gone crazy, but my machines aren't negative, so that's good. They were like really negative. They're positive again. And then Caspa went up to, I think, almost 13 cents, if not just barely hitting 13, which is fantastic. I need Caspa to do well.
Yeah, no, Caspa is definitely on my list. That one, it is one of those like still sitting on my original bag, still accumulating that Caspa. This past week, I actually just installed some more terahash, so I just broke about 160 terahash on Caspa, which is fantastic. Oh yeah, it feels good, but it's also like really leveraged in that direction. You know what I mean? Like we're really hoping. So that's been working out well, which has been good. And then on top of that, another coin that I'm really keeping an eye on that I've seen that is on its way back up, which is very pleasing, is Dogecoin. We 23-ish, almost 24-ish. It's like, dang, we are so close to that 25 cent mark, and just kind of keep that climbing. I just installed an L9 yesterday, a second L9 that I bought. So that's why I'm really holding out for Dogecoin again. Special thanks to today's video sponsor, Crypto Miner Bros. Crypto Miner Bros has been one of the top ASIC resellers in the industry since 2018, specializing in crypto mining hardware for not just professionals, but also home mining enthusiasts. Some of my favorite professional ASICs include the Bitmain Antminer L9 Dogecoin miner and the brand new Bitmain Antminer S21 XP Bitcoin miner. For home miners, I love the new Vault Miner D1 Mini, the AlphaPex DG Home 1, the iPolo V2X Ethereum Classic miner, and finally, the Canaan Avalon Nano 3S Solo Bitcoin miner. Crypto Miner Bros makes the checkout process easy for new miners looking to make their first purchase by not only accepting wire transfers, but also some of the more popular cryptocurrencies as a form of payment, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and USDT. Save an additional $70 per ASIC miner with special checkout discount code, the Hobbyist Miner. Need a safe, reliable, and trusted reseller to purchase your next ASIC miner from? Look no further than CryptoMinerBros.com.
Man, I would love Doge the moon. Yeah, everybody likes a good little Doge. So hopefully we get back into those 40 cents again, 50 cents, a dollar. It'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I won't be too greedy. I'll take 40 cents. 40 cents would be fantastic, get us back there. It's so funny because like talking with people a lot, about recently on like, hey, should I buy like a Bitcoin miner or a script miner? And one of the big things I bring up to people, it's like, all right, well, let's just look at Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin's at 103, 104. Do you think it's going to hit, 208,000 in the next few months? And realistically, we'd all love to see it, but realistically, no. And then when I say, hey, what about script? Look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin, 20 cents or whatever. Could it go to 40 cents? Oh, it was just there 5 months ago. So it's very much a little bit more realistic. So I'm a little bit more lenient towards and a little more bullish on script, at least to double my profits, because I'll eventually run them to Bitcoin. But what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that conversation of buying a script miner versus a Bitcoin miner right now?
I think script would certainly be better. Bitcoin, who doesn't love Bitcoin? It's just so industrialized. I mean, a lot of these companies, they're running it at 2 cents, some like less than 2 cents, around three, and anywhere in between. And it's just, how do you really compete with that? You know, you put your one machine on, you earn a couple bucks, and that's really it. And then script is really cool because there's no halving. And well, I should say Dogecoin has no halving. And I think that's fantastic, right? The longevity of it. You never really have to worry about, am I ever going to yield? You should always yield something, right? And so it's always been good. It's been consistent. I think you cannot go wrong with script mining.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, like, where my mindset is too, is like the end of that road is Bitcoin regardless. So like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna mine a script, I'm gonna stack Dogecoin, and it'll double or triple. And I always tell people, like, I gone are the days of like hodling forever. Like, I'm sorry, I'm in this for profits. Like, I think most people will say that as well. So my mindset is very much to take profits on the way back up. You know, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. And it'll eventually just roll into Bitcoin. Like, my exit is not right to my bank account when I take those profits. It's going to roll it right over to Bitcoin. So at the end of the day, what does it matter? You eventually get to orange. You know, you're there either way, which I think is really, really good, which has worked out well. So your AL3s, you know, you say they're looking better now. I mean, you took a massive gamble, and we all hope it pays off for you. But for those that aren't familiar, give us a quick rundown. You know, how many AL3s are you running? How's that working out for you so far? And you know, give us the rundown.
Okay, so I actually purchased 20 AL3s. Those are all Alephium miners. And that cost me like 76,000 just for the machines. And then the math over 12 months for power, it takes me to like 123,000. That's all in, including like the machines and everything, something around there. So, you know, I hodled everything. I'm still hodling. And certainly if you would ask me like last week, I would have been up probably 4,000 over the power. And now we're just slightly either break even or slightly above that, just because things kind of cooled off a little bit with Bitcoin. But what really is the difference for me, and you don't see this in the calculator, is since I mined through all of it, I've actually yielded way more than people are right now. So a lot of people turned back on because Alephium's back in the 40 cents. So it says this is your current yield, this is your profitability, but it doesn't really consider the people like me who were getting 20, 25% more yield, and I still held that. Right. So I actually think I'm doing better than a lot of people that are just turning on right now, looking at the profitability at the moment.
So with that many Lithium miners, that much leverage into this, so how much capital into this, what is your game plan with Alethium? Is there certain markers you're waiting for to hit, milestones to hit to sell? You know, are you, I shouldn't say, I doubt it, but you're hodling for the next 10 years? Like, kind of what's your strategy here?
Well, I'm almost 1% of the network. So I'm in a unique, yeah, no, seriously. So it's a very unique situation because I can't just dump it all. I mean, I could, but then I screw myself, right? Like if I drop, how much is it right now? I have like 15,000 Alephium that I've mined so far just in these few months. And, you know, if I start dumping that, that's it, man. We're going to go from 40 cents to like 30, 28. So I have to be careful. I kind of have to wait for pumps to go up, sell a little bit. I haven't sold any, but I do plan on taking profits probably in the next few months, simply because I don't want to take a hit 100%, right? Like obviously I don't want to lose $126,000. I certainly want to not pay power out of pocket as well, which would be really nice. But yeah, I don't think I'll be holding for like years and years. Certainly the closer we get to $1, the more interested I am of taking off like 10% here, and then a nice little pump, another 10. But anything over $1, oh yeah, baby, I'm definitely selling all that over time for sure.
And what do you recall what the all-time high is for lithium?
Almost $4, something around there.
Wow. Wow. So
Right,
I mean, yeah, $1 is not unrealistic. I
right.
mean, 1/4 of the all-time high, to me, is not entirely unrealistic, which I think that would be awesome. More recently, I heard you having a lot of success, or and very interested in Aleo miners. How's that been working out for you recently?
The AE0 has been fantastic. To be fair, I was sent that, so I didn't pay for it, but it's making over $4, even at my electric rate of 22 cents. So I mean, every day it's been coming in, and it really comes down to Bitmain, right? I think most of us thought as soon as we heard Ice River's announcement, we would get Bitmain would come on the network, and that has not happened. Looking at the hash rate, it's really not even that bad because it's actually back to where it was when it was GPU mineable and it was doing really well. So we barely just went above where it was for GPU mineable. The hash rate has not gone crazy. And if we get lucky, I'm not saying we will, I would not bet on this, but we could potentially get lucky and Bitmain doesn't announce anything for a while and it's ended up being a fantastic machine. And I think people are just so burnt, right? It happened with Radiant, kind of happened with Alephium, it happened with a couple others where Bitmain just came out, never mind, delete all gold shell, delete all the ice river, and we're going to kill the hash rate. And that has not happened.
Yeah, I've honestly, like, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm sorry, I'm actually really surprised we haven't had that happen yet. Gold Shell came out first, very early mover within Aleo mining, and I had a few of those units that were provided by resellers for content. So I got very lucky. I stacked several thousand Aleo already because of just getting in early. And the AE0, I agree with you, fantastic unit, lives up to what we would expect out of Ice River with our hash rate. The watts being barely anything, which is great. And I do agree with you, though. I'm surprised where we've seen Ice River release their unit, and now it's quiet, right?
Yeah.
Profits are still coming in, which are really, really good. I do have an AE Lite on the way, so I'm excited about that because, like, that's like the most profitable miner, which is wild because it only uses 500 watts, brings in about $25 a day in Aleo right now at the time recording this on May 17th. I'm waiting for Bitmain to just step in and be like, all right, you guys had your fun, you're good.
Yeah.
Here's our Aleo miner. Any guesses or thoughts on just kind of where you expect that to be versus, your unit now is 60 mega hash. Where do you expect, Bitmain's unit to come in if you had to guess?
So the AE1, I believe it's like 300 mega hash, right?
Okay.
Something like that. And then there's another one that's 360. I forget. I think it was Gold Shell. So yeah, I'm thinking like 1 or 2 terahash for Bitmain if it's a full size. But the good thing is, I don't think there's a halving coming up, which is really nice. And there's not like an aggressive halving schedule, just like with Caspa,
the emission
right?
schedule at Caspa,
the emission schedule really, really, really hurts people when it comes to Caspa mining. So we don't have to worry about that. For me, at 100 watts and that machine, even at 500 watts, I don't see any problem with it, like continuing to go. I think it'll be okay. I feel more confident that it's going to be okay. It's still quite a gamble, but yeah, I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, I think once Bitmain drops their unit, I'm hoping that Ice River is a little bit patient and then drops their unit because Ice River will come in more efficient. They have in the past with their other units, even having a big boy unit. It might not be as powerful, but it'll definitely be more efficient. Like we've seen that time and time again with a lot of these other miners out there. And yeah, because right now Ice River is being patient. They got the king of the castle right now with the AE Lite out there, so they don't really need to do anything, holding that efficiency and that profitability, which I think is great. I think the one thing that Ice River has going for them right now is efficiency with the watts. Like they're not running anything crazy. You got 500 watts on their unit or Gold Shell's 3,400 watts. Like totally different sides of the spectrum. I don't know anybody that bought that unit from Gold Shell, that big boy unit. Have you heard any rumblings of anyone buying one or no one touching them?
Not a single person. I did see Red Fox got sent one, which was really cool. But I haven't seen anybody actually buy them. No.
Yeah. Wild to see that. We'll kind of see what happens with Aleo. So let's talk solo mining because solo mining with Bitcoin has really had this crazy resurgence recently with a lot of these home miners. What are you currently solo mining right now at home?
Bitcoin, 100% at the moment. I got 3 of the BitX Gamma 601s. And I'm looking for something more powerful. I know there's some like 5 terahash stuff, 6 terahash, and maybe a Nano 3S. But it's kind of addicting. I'm not going to lie. And then, I can't lie to myself too much because is it a smart buy to continuously buy a bunch of little solar miners? Probably not, but I do enjoy it. And the wattage isn't much. I mean, it's like 20 watts or something. So I do enjoy it. And some things I don't mind. Some people watch TV shows for enjoyment. I really enjoy having a lottery play. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I have a number of those units. I took the gamble and put 2. I have 2 units in immersion here at home. Once you put stuff in immersion, you don't take it out. Like it's in there. So I have 2 S19J Pros. They're 100 terahash each. They've been in there for several years now. And I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with them. And so I did put brains on them, turned them down to about 1,500 watts, and they are solo mining. So I'm at about 151 terahash on solo mining right now. So am I going to hit a block tomorrow? No, let's be honest here, but it is a lot of fun for sure. I won't run this forever. Like, it gets expensive,
Right.
but I was thinking, I was really looking at it on like, okay, I could run these. And some people, listening might be like, why aren't you just mining Bitcoin with it? Well, the downside is like it's negative per day. Like these units, 100 terahash units just aren't profitable in any way, shape, or form anymore. So kind of throwing it over to solo mining to kind of see how we make out.
This cycle's been really weird because I remember this is my third cycle now. The last cycle, everything was profitable like this time of the year, right? Like it didn't matter what it was. I mean, it could be an S9 for anybody cares, or GPUs. I mean, super old stuff like 580s. Everything was relevant. The L3s were relevant, and now it's like you got to have the best of the best. And if it's not the best of the best, even with Bitcoin over 100K, it doesn't really matter. And it kind of sucks. It kind of hurts, man. I thought for sure, like, we've seen a lot of altcoins move, and we haven't seen them go to new all-time highs, right? We're just seeing like bump ups. We just keep seeing bump ups, but we're not seeing like that new level of any of these prices besides Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge. Something I've run into with like older hardware is like, what do I do with it, right? Like, I have two KS 1.5s, four KS 2s, and three KS 3Ms. They're just sitting over here right now, and like I'm really waiting for somebody to come along and buy them, or that's interested in that has free power, because then great, you got free power, like you can run these, awesome, but that's very hard to come by. And I agree with you, like this cycle is not you can plug in anything and it's profitable. That's how it was when we first got in. Man, we were so naive. Power cost didn't even really matter then. You just plugged in anything, any wall outlet you had available, you'd plug it in. And now it's very much like, okay, is it profitable? Is it not? What do I do with this old hardware? Do I sell this? Like, do I run this? Do I host this? It doesn't help though either that electric costs have gone up across the US. So like that continues to go up. And then as you had talked about, the profitability isn't unfortunately there for a lot of these older miners. One of the things you may be affected by, and those of you guys aren't familiar, DJ will be moving here shortly. And I actually just got information that electric in the area is going to go up 16%. It's like, damn. But it's not just me. It's actually 13 states. It's about 65 million people in the US are going to have their electric rates risen by 16%. I don't know if you had saw that. I did post it on Twitter at some point about a week ago.
I did see it. That's awful, man. You know, when I bought this house, I got it for, I think we were at 12 cents. So that's when I was like, yes, this is going to be great. I'm going to have this 3-car garage. I'm going to have tons of room for these GPUs. It's going to be great. Soon as I bought the house, 15, I was like, okay, that hurts. That hurts. I'm at 22. Some months 23. I'm like, yeah, I'm excited to move. I'm ready to go somewhere else, man. I mean, almost double. I'm about a penny, maybe some months 2 pennies off from double. It changes every month. You have no idea what it's going to be. Yeah. There's only one company in the area. You either have power or you don't. Those are your options. You can turn on or you can turn off. Like, it's terrible. I'm ready to move it.
Oh man, I know it's. I mean, I feel lucky versus the rest of the world that I talk to, and some of the rates that I hear coming through. I had a guy the other day reach out to me at 80 cents, and it was like, it is not real. Like, it is not realistic to run nothing at your house, unfortunately. You know what? A little solo miner, a little Bitcoin solo miner, a BitX. That's all you're running.
Yeah.
But yes, I do feel a little fortunate on the fact of where I am on my electric rate. But granted, it's gone up. I mean, here at my house now, I'm at about 12 cents. And now, granted, my ASIC shed is not affected with what I'm at here being on a commercial service versus here. But yeah, man, it's definitely getting tough. I was talking with someone last night actually, and we were talking about like the good old days, which feels like it was forever ago, but it's like last bull run, and it was like, man, the electric rates were so good then. I don't know, were the electric rates good in your thought, or was it just everything was insanely profitable, so we had blinders on? Which one do you think it is?
I think it was a mixture of both. To be fair, all my power was included with my rent, which was only like $200. So it was pretty much unlimited power, whichever I could fit. It was great. So I didn't quite feel it as much, but definitely it was different vibes for sure.
Yeah. All right. So for the next 2 weeks or so, what are your predictions on where the market will go? Do you think it's going to plateau, dip again? Do you think we're going to have a nice pump? Where's your head at right now?
2 weeks is the start of June, roughly. So I think June's going to be a fantastic month. Always heard sell in May, go away, which means May is just historically, I mean, it's been a bad month. It's just how it is. That's usually in the stock world. I don't know if crypto is affected with that as much, but it's always just been a bad month. It's just not a good month. People go out, people go do things, they just kind of ignore it, and then we get into June and July and things get better as we get closer to the end of the year. So I think it's going to be fantastic, man. I'm excited for fall. I think I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin. I think we're going to hit like 140K by fall, something around there. I'm feeling it, man. I'm feeling it.
Yeah, if we can get a breakout in the next, several weeks where, I mean, you got to think about it. We are within what, 5 to 10%, not even, of our all-time high again, which is wild to think about with Bitcoin. And then on top of that, if we put everything with the China tariffs and everything behind us, man, I think the market's really going to react very, very well, continue the up and up. I'm hoping, praying that we see a lot more activity, a lot more pumps for our things like Solana, our Caspa, our Dogecoin. I'd love to see the Alethium. Definitely got to mention our Alethium here. We got to see them rebound, and that's my goal. I'm eager to see that happen and start to take some profits. I mean, the funny thing is like a lot of people forget the fact of we are in a bull run. It might not look like our last bull run, but we are in a bull run, and now's the time to take profits, right? It's not the time to stack and stack and stack and stack and hold on to it for years. So I'm excited. I'm eager to take profits. It'll end up being into Bitcoin, but I'm definitely eager to get there.
The more Bitcoin, the better. The older I get, now they're not GPU mining, I'm just like, dude, I just want Bitcoin. I just want to hold Bitcoin. It's so much easier. And I think for sure the reason I had so many alts, it's just because of GPU mining. I at one point I had like 40 something of these different little poo-poo coins, and I probably still have like 30 something. I'm just like, man, most of them are down 85, 90%. The important ones like Solana, Bitcoin, Doge, those are up, but a lot of these little coins, man, like Nyaxa or Nexa or Dynex, Flux, any of it, man, it's just in the gutter. And I'm like, yeah, I should have just got more Bitcoin, man.
Yeah, I definitely need to take some of those steps. I'm probably 60 different positions right now, held on to a lot of these coins, and it's like a lot of these will never pump again, unfortunately, but it'll never, you know what I mean? Like that project will fizzle out. So it's like, man, some of these I just gotta swallow my pride and convert to Bitcoin and be done with it. You know what I mean? Like, and I know that's tough because there's always that like, wish I would have known. And then all of a sudden it goes to the moon. So awesome. Well, DJ, thank you very much for joining me today. Do appreciate it, guys. I'm going to leave links to his channel and Twitter directly down below. Please go over and follow him. DJ, thanks again.
Thanks, bro. Be bullish.
Sorry to interrupt your video, but check this out. I constantly get emails from the community asking me about trustworthy hosting facilities in the United States that I recommend. Well, I got you covered. Listen up. A few months back, I visited BlockOps Mining's brand new facility in Central Arkansas. The team there was super professional, knowledgeable, and everyday miners like you and I. After visiting the facility, I sent them a few of my ASIC miners for hosting and have been super happy with their service and communication. Go contact BlockOps Mining directly down below in the video description and tell them the Hobbyist miner sent you for great pricing on miners and hosting.